show or the documentary?
Yeah, we good to go, brother.
Okay. All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Great Millstone, Virginia, as always, to give you the latest news, articles, and lessons. All right.
What you streaming from right now, so
I think one of the page.
okay. Yeah, take this to the
Come.
Who you got? Me, Zariala. Oh, Mother's stay here. Russian Mother's I'm a one. Stay here. Stay here. I didn't see
That's
you.
on check.
Cut.
You got a toy?
Nah, it's over here. No, I think we're still live, yeah?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, that's all right. No, you stay here. You stay here. Matter of fact, whole precinct. Whole precinct today.
Yeah, just come over to the side. All right. That's it.
Come.
Lost by 26, man. Talking about
We live, right?
yeah, we still rolling.
All right, hey, this Hebrew Israelites, we back at it weekend and week out as we've been called to do. You know, before we get started, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do teach and rule well according to the scriptures. You know, as you can see, man, a lot of things are going on. You know, in the world, prophecies are flipping nonstop. You know, everywhere you look. You know, if you lock into the spirit. You know, and you can judge the spiritual things that are going on. If your brother can hold that on that spiritual man, you know, how he judges all things, you know, but he judges no man, you know, because we hear the times where, hey, we're going to be demonized as well. You know, these carnal people on the outside, you know, looking in at what we're doing, you know, and to us, man, this is foolishness to them. You know, but man, we are the mouthpiece of Yahweh Shemi Yahushua, and we pushing the vibration prophecy, which is the vibration of Yahweh Shah. You know, showing forth that, hey, man, hey, when these things start to come about, you don't know what prophet is going to know amongst you, but at the end of the day, it's going to be to glorify the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the righteous kingdom is going to be established. You know.
Yeah, I got you. This is First Corinthians 2:15, and it reads. Let's start at 14. It says, "But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of Yahweh, for they are foolishness unto him."
Yep. And that's what you're seeing now. You see the natural men, which are men who aren't locked in, who don't have the Comforter or the Holy Spirit working with them to see the things that are coming to pass. You know, the natural man can't see the omens that are happening. You know, in the sun and in the moons. You know, the things that are happening with the elites. You know, prophecy. A natural man can't judge these things. You know, because they ultimately they tied into carnal means. You know.
If I may, can I go back to? I'm gonna start at 11. Yep. You don't mind. Yep. This is First Corinthians 2:11. It says, "For what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of the man which is in him? Yep. Even so, the things of Yahweh knoweth no man, but the spirit of the Most High." Yeah, I got you. Verse 12. "Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of Yahweh, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of the Most High." You know, and that's us on the highways and byways. You know, we constantly say take off the old man and put on the new man. And the new man, once you realize, you understand his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you know you have to move in a spiritual movement instead of a carnal, a physical. It says, verse 13, "Which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teaches," because what's the scripture? The wisdom of this world is foolishness. Yeah, right.
That's what you see. A lot of foolishness with precepts. The fear of the Most High is talking about the precepts of men. You know, which is on in carnal means, and especially the most carnal man that there is. You know, Esau Edom. You know, he's set up a different means for you to get to know the Most High according to His will. You know. But we're waking up to the point, and the Lord is putting us in remembrance that we could be men after His heart, showing us, you know, the attributes of the Heavenly Father. You know how He gets down. You know His will. You know the things that He set up to go forth in the earth. You know we're seeing these things play out. You know we judging it. That's why we're bringing out these scriptures. Right?
Right. It says, "But which the Holy Spirit teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High." Yeah, because they want things of the world. They want things that's tangible, that they can see, that they actually can put their hands on. You know, that's why you see so many people in a gimme mind state. You know, they want their stuff right now. They want to be able to touch it, be able to grab it, be able to do as thou with me, instead of using patience. You know, and recently we've been bringing out scriptures about patience. You know, being spiritual means you have to be patient. You know, it says,
let me use the word natural and the other word. It says of one's inborn character, right? So when you look at the character of the natural man, it's based off of what he's been born into society. So everybody lives their life dependent upon how society is going. They don't veer off course with it. That's why you can have Drake and Kendrick. He captivated the minds of everybody in the world. Because they go where the course of the world goes. Yeah. You know, they don't understand spiritual things. So when we bring out the truth to them, that's going to cause them to veer off course from what the world is doing. And they don't want to veer off course. Well, that's what happens where now you're presented with the straight and the narrow. If you want to keep going down the narrow, the broad, right, you just staying on course with what the world is doing. But the Lord is requiring us to go through what the narrow is straight.
It's almost like a Babylon. Well, it does. Babylon pushes a beast-like mentality. You know, they're not being spiritual. That's the difference between us, men that's in the know, and the people that, like your brother said, the way the world pushes. You know what I mean? When you talk about Adam and Eve, what they were given, what compared to the rest of the other men in the world, they were beasts. They were given that knowledge. You know what I mean? Yeah, and even that with Ezekiel. You know, everybody else is moving on a beast-like mentality, and that's what this world is. Yes, the technology is, you know, at an all-time high compared to what we're used to, but they're still moving as very careless, I should say. You know, they're like that pit bull off the leash. They just everywhere. You know, they're not, like the brother said, they're not walking that straight and narrow gate. They're running all around, you know, because that's what Babylon pushes.
Which is going to cause you to be looked at as a bastard.
Right.
Because Esau is known as a bastard because he has no father.
Right.
The Lord says not his father. But if you want to be in league with Esau, the Lord is going to look at you as a bastard. It's kind of the same way with how he put away Ishmael. Now, Ishmael was Abraham's son, but the Most High wasn't going to have the promise and the inheritance go through Ishmael. He was going to have to go through Isaac. So he cast off Ishmael. But that's ultimately what the Lord is going to do in the 2/3. He's going to look at them as illegitimate because they have adopted other women, strange gods, right, strange idols. So they're not born of the Spirit. You can't, like the scripture say, where's that at? Not all Abraham's seed is Abraham's. Yeah, we can bring that up because just because you're an Israelite by the flesh, the Lord is requiring you to be born of the Spirit, which is the renewalship. Be born again, you know?
Finishing up, it says, I'll start at 14 again. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned. So they don't have it. You know, they don't have this. Yahweh Shai said, Salaki said, it's not meant for everybody to understand what I'm speaking of. You know, roughly paraphrase. Speaking of the parables, you know. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. For who have known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him, but we have the mind of the Mashiach Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, you know, the scriptures have to say that point blank, you know what I'm saying? There's no what's what I'm looking for? There's no false interpretation of that said. You know, it is what it is.
What?
You know, when the prophets out here in highways and byways telling you what it is, you don't believe it. Now bring these precept out of the show. The book of Isaiah, chapter 53 and verse 1. Who have believed our report? Who's believing what the prophets are telling them? You know, here it is, you know, the prophets of Yahweh Shai is telling you that most spirit is wicked. You know, this place is wicked. Esau Edom is not your friend. You know, he's actually the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know, all of these things that the prophets of Yahweh Shai is telling you, but you jakes don't believe it. You know, but a wicked ninja out here in the world, you know what I'm saying, will tell you some more off the wall shit, and then now next thing you know, all you people going crazy over it. You know? Just you know, to keep your minds preoccupied in bullshit. It doesn't matter. You know?
Yep. And going into that word reporters, they bring what? News. Right. And we are bearing the gospel of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Now when you get this word report in the edifying, it says, an account brought by one person to another, a pronouncement of judgment. So they don't believe that judgment is going to come on them for their actions. They think that because they're able to go about throughout the earth doing as they will without immediate punishment, that it's okay. Because you can tell a nigga all the time, we've been there, you can tell a nigga, hey man, you know, this is the Lord, this is his name, this is what he requires from you, you die what you're supposed to eat, things that you shouldn't do. He ain't even going to take it seriously because he said that we vote as a Christian.
Yeah, I was just about to say, because you got to realize he's constantly being reminded that the way he's moving right outside is okay. We on the way here walking, you see right there, it shows that it has a stamp on the sidewalk of the neighborhood we're in, and it has pride on it with the rainbow. Well, that's blasphemy itself. If you want to go back to the scriptures, the rainbow is what? A covenant with the Most High that he would not put away this place for water again, right? But this world has flipped it where, you can be an elemental piece. That's what that sign is saying, come on over here. This is accepted. So, like the brother said, once again, Babylon preaches that do as thou wilt spirit. Everything's okay, except for walking. And if I may get this real quick, because the last verse I have read, it said, but we have the mind of a Mashiach. Right. Well, this is 1 Peter 2 and 21. It says, for even hereunto were ye called, because the Mashiach also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye shall follow his steps. So we shouldn't be following the steps of men. We should be following the steps of Mashiach, Yahushua. That's the blueprint. You know? Now, if the Lord was back right now, will he be smiling upon this place or will he be condemning it? You know? And he's coming, bro, back soon to condemn this place. You know? It's just up to us to what? Continue walking and being like, being Yahushua minded, or you know, stand the test of time or fall to the wayside. The part of standing the test of time is what? We got a job to do, and that's what? To wake up the rest of the life, you know?
Yeah, the only time you want to take the wisdom of men 100% is when you want to crown of carnality. So if you want to crown in the world, then it will be wise to listen to men. Because men have knowledge of the world. The natural man has the knowledge of the world. So if you want to be the best at whatever craft you're in, or you want to crown in that craft, yeah, you'll listen to that guy. But if you desire a spiritual crown, that's going to come when Yahushua comes. You need to listen to spiritual men that have been endowed with the spirit of Yahushua. You can't expect to receive a crown from Yahushua. You didn't receive the spiritual wisdom that we were imparted into. It don't work that way. It's not fair because the scriptures speak about how you receive your consolation. You guys did what you have to do to get your crown in this world, and you forsook a lot of your morals to do so. And we decided to not go that route, and we decided to listen to the spiritual teachers. So it's only fair that we get the spiritual crown and you don't. It's only fair. The Lord is a just power. Now, if you're Israelite, of course you're going to get the inheritance, but you're not going to get the reward of the service of Yahushua that stood stiffly for the names of the Lord. Yeah. There's a ceremony waiting to be prepared to sup up the lamb for the service of Yahushua Mashiach. Like you have the graduation ceremonies when you're on to the next part of the stage of life. There's going to be a graduation ceremony held in the fellowship for the service. And all the Israelites are going to have to bear witness to that, man. The men that stood stiffly for the names of Yahushua. And that's fair, that's righteous, that's just. Because we're not even done. This is only the beginning of what we have to do to make our calling and relationship. Some brothers may literally have to give up their life, right? Some brothers may get in prison, right? Some brothers may get hands put on them, whatever. But we are willing to do the necessary things to receive that spiritual crown. The natural man is not willing to do so.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 11, and verse 19. And I will give them one heart, and I will give them one heart, and I will put a new spirit within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of their flesh, and I will give them an heart of flesh. Yeah, you know, because we're in the times when Yahushua is making a difference between the people. You know, he's making a difference between the ones who he wants and the ones he don't want. You know, and you know, Yahushua is removing that stony heart away from those that he do want. You know, because in the kingdom of heaven, we all gonna have one heart. You know, we all gonna see eye to eye in what we do. But on this side, Yahushua is actually choosing the people he wants, you know, as his elect. You know, and for you Jakes who don't repent, you know what I'm saying? Like what the brother was going into, you know, you're gonna have to face that judgment. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to repent, you're gonna maintain that stony heart. Yahushua is gonna leave you there. You know?
And it's bigger than just coming to the realization of the names of the Lord. Yes, that's the beginning. You know, we you know, when somebody comes into the fold, understanding the truth, we give them the names. But once you get that information, you have a responsibility. You know, a lot of these people, you know, we the Jews, right? You know, we the Israelites. Yeah, but all right, you understand that. What are you doing with that? You know, because the scriptures say, many are called, but what? Few are chosen. So, you know, this is in Matthew, I believe 6 says, he that endures to the end, saved shall be saved. So it's not just, you know, right now, about 50 years ago, it was a secret. Now, it's no secret of who we are, you know. So now that we have obtained that understanding, what are you doing with it? Are you out there doing what the Lord told you to do? You know what I mean? Isaiah 58:1, you know. coming out here and warning you people of being in the world. You know, can't be that way.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? If you still got that mindset of, you can do it by your own steam or on your own steam, you still out in the state, you know what I'm saying? Because you're still of the world at that point, you know what I'm saying? When you don't realize who your true power is. Yahweh Shem Yahshua loves judgment, but you just don't understand the judgments of the Lord.
Yeah, what is judgment? Judgment is what? A form of correction. And isn't that what what the scriptures for? Instruction. You know what I mean? So hey, man, he already said that we are a stiff-necked people to the point where, hey, like you said, the ultimate correction, hey, with judgment, you got to get corrected. You got to get your ass handed to you. Excuse my French. And some people aren't going to get it.
Yeah, come on. This is Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 24. It says, "Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary."
Well, Salaki, it says, woe. Woe is what? Destruction. He said, I will not spare them. So there's no saving them if they don't. Brother just said, you need to be most high fearing, man. It's healthy to be God fearing. You know what I mean? You need to, hey, that's why we constantly say, hey, when we go off, prepare right then and there and mean that shit, man. Mean that shit and try to correct that shit. You know what I mean? Not just, I'll be all right. I got time to clean my act up. You never know. The Lord said, that might be your last stop. You know what I mean?
Come on. It says, verse 26, "For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him."
The Lord knoweth all things. Why? Because his angels are kept about. The eyes of the Lord are what? 10 times brighter than the sun. So you can't hide anything from the Lord, man.
It says, "For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore deliver he them unto death and destruction."
Hey, so that backs up what woe is, that death and destruction. So that's what's coming. Yeah, you might live it up on this side. You might want the look on this side. You might want to be revered on this side. You might want the big house with the white picket fence and the 2-car garage. You might want all that and do what you got to do to have that. But it's not going to be substantial in the times where we're going right now, because this is just the tip of the iceberg, So it's going to be death and destruction for you people that are not. Hey, Scripture's been here for how long? Yes, he has changed a lot of things, but always go back to the KJV if you feel that way. You know what I mean? So there's no excuse at this point, man. You see what's going on. You see that the times are declining. Hey, the top so-called tops of Hollywood and E, not the top E's, but the celebrities. You see them falling to the wayside, crumbling. Egyptian against Egyptian, right? So what you think that what's going to happen right after that, man?
No, I was gonna say I got another one for you.
Because we're now approaching a time where the world is going to be turned right side up, because the devil has flipped everything, you know what I'm saying, to have you think that money is your God, fame is your God, your woman is your God, whatever, whereas he has hidden the fact that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is your power,
Psalms 83, the crafty counsel. They don't mind. They don't mind if you're a Kemetic, Hotep. They don't care if you're Christian. They don't care if you're a 5%er. You can be a nigga in the world as long as you ain't coming back to your power.
Yeah, right. They don't have a problem with it. The wicked will do wickedly. And trust me, Jake is splendid at doing wicked. That's all he knows is doing wicked. There's none good in any of us, but Jake, always like to take shit above and beyond.
Even with the elemental piece shit. You got they walk around with. But Jake got to be the most flamboyant, over the top. I seen somebody today. He had a sheer see-through shirt on with a green wig on. You know what I mean? He looking more feminine than the woman he walking with. You know what I mean? And that's why, hey, you got to realize the Lord is dealing with who? One nation, man. Yasha Allah, he has not dealt so with any other nation, man.
You retarded niggas. I mean, like, retarded. You got this nigga on TikTok. He's retarded, but he gay. Proud as hell. And he be wearing wigs and shit.
Yeah, I've seen ugly face and all that. Yeah, I seen
face.
they be doing makeup and
all the
shit.
women
Yeah.
be.
Y'all need to get nursing on. He's so funny.
But he's a fact. You retarded him. He's a fact. Yeah. But they instead of rebuking that, they laugh at him. Yeah. That's what the scripture said. Well, he should not spare the maid. You know what I'm saying? The old women, the youth, the deformed. Which y'all unclean anyway.
Yeah, I was about to
There's
say
a law of
that.
deformity. So y'all unclean any goddamn way as soon as you was born. Now, is that a hard sin? Yeah, but there's many hard sins in the scripture. You just gotta hit the smooth things. You gotta hit the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Eat the whole wrong. If you gotta deform it, that's a curse. That's not something you just, oh, he okay, the Lord bless him.
The Lord made him like that for a reason.
That's a curse. That's real. But nobody wants to hear the harsh things. Well, okay, turn your back on the word God and receive the judgment for turning your back on it.
Oh, all right. All right. You be all right in a second. What? You be all right.
Like we was talking about last week, the Most High is not flesh. He don't deal in the realm of feelings and emotions. His mind is more away from our people's way of thinking. Right? So his thoughts are not our thoughts. He knows our spirits. He's dealt with us many times. He's put us on this earth many times. He took us off this earth many times. That person that was born with a deformity in their past life might not have a deformity. That person that was blind in this life probably wasn't blind in their past life. You don't deal with how you feel about things. You deal with what it is. And the situation that is that we are tempted for rebellion. And the only way to get out is to repent like you was going into and serve him with fervency. That's the root says. Seeing that you went astray, seeking 10 times more.
Nah, I can't remember the count, but y'all was somebody help me. Remember the count of scriptures where I think the guy was either deaf or blind, and somebody who can say his parents basically. That's letting you know that regeneration is real, and what you do in your previous life can be the reason why you're like this in your current state. You know, so, but see, the world doesn't teach that. The world just teaches, man, it's fucked up, man. His legs all twisted up. He can't walk. He innocent. Yeah, he got a cleft. So, you know what I mean? Oh, damn, man. You know, or if somebody gets in a real bad accident. Like, there's a guy that walks over there on the border of the Virginia Beach in Norfolk on Kensville in Newtown. Half his head is, like, gone. But he can still function. Like, it's a big dent in his head. And he walks around trying to get money, but you know he can play off that because to the current naked eye, he's like, gosh, damn, man, that's messed up. But see, the world teaches, hey, feel sorry for him. You don't know what he did to get his head. He might have kicked somebody door, got his head going halfway off, or something he did in his previous life. Hey, the ways of this world don't teach you that, man. You know what I mean? Back to what you were saying. That's that physical. That's that carnal. Not being spiritual, you know?
And you can't let things like that sway you because reality is still going to be reality at the end of the day. People is going to get shot every day. People going to get stabbed. People going to get blown up. You can't be swayed by seeing somebody getting fucked up and like, damn, that's why would the Lord do that? Why you do something? Why would the Lord do that? You need to be concerned with how the fuck you do that. It's going to happen regardless of how you feel. You spend time questioning the Lord on why something happens, ain't going to help you get out of your situation. Y'all listen. So we don't deal with, and we continuously grow into that. It's still a learning process for us as we mature in the truth. Because we don't deal with emotions back. We deal with what it is. That's the only way you can serve your power the right way. You deal with emotions. A lot of people only want to kill a lamb. You had to go get an actual lamb and slaughter. If you want to deal with emotions, I want to see blood. That's God's creature.
I was about to say, and also when you move emotionally, you tend to slip and make mistakes. Especially men. Like when you're dealing with a woman and she gets you out of your character, now you reacting emotionally. You fuck around and do something you wish you ain't do. This is why it's very important. Us, hey, the fringes, you know, what is that? A reminder to not maneuver a certain way. It's a remembrance to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I mean? And is now, you know, you don't got to walk around with friends 24/7 because it's not smart. But put your thoughts should be on it. So you don't maneuver emotional. Because, like you said, we in His flesh. We are weak, but we have to have a constant reminder to walk spiritually and upright. Because the ways of this world is what? Foolishness to the Most High. This is not upright. The guy that's running this world right now is Habakkuk 2 and 4, not upright. You know what I mean? So we got to move a certain way, you know?
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? And it's only getting worse. You know what I'm saying? Although this place is not upright,
Right.
but it's only going to get worse. You know? You got to go through that fire before you can enter into the kingdom. You know? You got to go through your tribulation in order to love what you're gonna get. You know? I mean, this place has got to go. You know? At the end of the day, everything is just going to shit. The food ain't even food. Friends that you used to call friends ain't friends. You know? The only truth that you're ever gonna run into is right here. You know? That's it.
You're going to the brother making the point about emotions. That's why women are so fucked up, because they make you get hurt. They immediately react off of how they feel in that moment. That's why they sleep with some of them from men, because I'm a man, do it, I'm gonna do it. And now they walking out there place head with all them spirits in them, bug the fuck out. Because you acted off emotions, not off of nature. Reality, when it tells you a man nature. Now, I'm not saying every man you should just allow your man to have multiple women, because we're not in that time. But you should understand, if your man went out and got another woman, that's the nature of a man. I'm not gonna discard my man because he went with another woman. If you had any women, the women don't have that type of thing. Women should know that their place is not to question a man in any form of audacity. That's not your place. It's not your place to worry about what's in his phone. It's not your place to worry about where he's been. That's a courtesy if he tells you where he's been. Your only sole duty is to serve the man. But Esau has put into your mind that you have more authority than you was given from the Most High. You have no place questioning a man. The same way we have no place questioning our Lord. That's the order of things. It's like a child is not supposed to question their parent. And that happens in this society too. A child will question it, well, why I gotta do this? Nigga, because the parent told you to fucking do it. When you allow people to have an inch, what's the saying? They take a mile.
Because this place has given women and children liberty to gather abroad, man. You know? Like, and they help them with these laws and shit. You know what I mean? You can't even righteously parent your children. You know? And they're taught that early in school. They call this number if your parents strike you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's madness, bro.
You can't even be masculine nowadays.
Nah, you can't. You know? Because this, once again, Babylon produces everything that's against righteousness. You know? A woman, and like you said, they gave women so much power to the point they do have positions above us. You know? I was watching, listening to XM, the comedy joint, and Big Leslie, you know, the big, tall, dark-skinned comedian, she ain't attractive. She was spot on. She was like, man, she was getting on the man. She was like, women, y'all don't need to be acting because y'all fucked up too. We so emotional, and men think off a logic. We don't think off a logic. We think off emotion. We be dead wrong. You know what I mean? And she had to laugh because she knew it was true though. The average woman will not admit that, hey, they are the way they're maneuvering is wrong. Now you got these women that they sleeping with Esau, they got a higher position than their men. You know what I mean? But they bring it home. And that's another joke that a lot of J men are saying. Oh yeah, I gotta watch how I talk because my woman make more money. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Why are we in a place where the woman has to go out and make the so-called baby? You know what I mean? The turkey baby. You know what I mean? That's backwards, man. And then that gives them a false sense of security. They think they the shit. But like you said, it's about to get worse to the point where it don't matter how much money you make a year, because all that's gonna be for naught, and then you're gonna be looking for that protection from that man.
Even if she is playing submissive in her mind, she's still holding that nigga at any moment. I can discard you because I got more money than you and I don't need you. So you got a lot of women that play that submissive shit, really, because they just use you for whatever they want to use you for. Because the scriptures tell you about the woman's mind, right? She's constantly plotting for her own gain. So you can never trust a woman. Solomon already told you that. he had the top of the top when he said none of them was righteous. Of all nations. You know? So you can't give a woman no type of credit in the flesh. You just can't.
And if I may, one more thing on that, we're in a society where they let women become judges, teachers. Yeah. Now, women know they're emotional. Why would I want a woman to be above me and be able to sentence me to whatever she feels like I need to do if I committed a crime, depending on the week or month? Her decision will be different from the next week. You know what I mean? Because maybe her blood flow, she might be on the rag. And you got to think, so much blood leaves a lot. Some of these women, they lose a lot of blood. You know, you ever lose blood? Your head ain't thinking clear. You know what I mean? And they, some for 7 days losing blood. You think they should be able to dictate?
You don't know.
Come on, man. Yeah. She mad. Whoever say she's a judge, she looking at somebody, he might look like a little bit like their baby father or something. You know what I mean? Or somebody that harmed somebody in their family. You know what I mean? Oh, no, I'm going to give him an extra 20 just because he looked like, you know what I mean? Come on.
You had an Edomite DA, this attorney, I forgot where it was at, but she was an Edomite, but all the women act like this. She got pulled over, but instead of pulling over for the cops, she was driving all the way home. And she parks in the car, the cop was like, no, you still going to, I ain't got to do shit. I heard my son was on, you drove your ass all the way home. I'm running you, I'm the DA. He said, I don't give a damn. Right. You got to follow the law. She said, I'm the DA. I'm the one that's going to fail. But that shows you that you gave a woman the authority. Now, she don't even got to pull over. Nigga, I'm the DA. What the fuck? The law is the law. And at least she should have pulled over right there and let her, you know what I'm saying?
Because that happened with the Jay. She had it nice and smooth. I mean, she's still a woman. She was powerful. Yeah. That's because he knew he fucked up. He's
They deserve that. They deserve that. But then you can't give women those authoritative positions.
Hell no.
They too, like the brother said, they're way too emotional. If they go in with anger or sadness, it's going to be, don't let it be an assault on a woman case. Yeah. And you got a woman judge. Then they got women on the jury. Yeah. Come on, man. Your life on the line, and you got women on the jury.
Think about
I don't like the way that makes feel right to me.
Yeah.
Niggas on death row because it didn't feel right to the
I got a quick testimony. I got a real quick testimony. In my family, they were fighting over a house. There was a woman judge. Two of my family members, 3 of my family members went to court over this. One man was going against a woman in my family. The woman got to speak first, and she purposely went up there looking all homeless and raggedy, and gave up the sad story. Sad side story, you know what I mean? And she could talk, you know what I mean? The woman judge let her finish. Then the man in my family went to go speak. He got 4 words in. And the female judge said, nah, you can't do this, and shut it down. Didn't even let him present his case. He got 4 words. Like he said he was all. He was the last one to leave the court because he just couldn't understand that was allowed. You know what I mean? But hey, she's the judge. You should not give a woman, how are you going to shut down without even listening to the other part of, the other case, man? Come on, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. You know what I mean? That's what a woman take a side. And all that emotion. Damn, is that fucked up? Damn. You had it that hard? And then you look at the man there. I don't want to hear what you got to say, man. Boom. Go together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of these women, they ain't going to tell you, but they base a lot of their movements on that astrology bullshit. And they be looking at the horoscopes. A lot of them won't even tell you that they into that shit. They be like, they say,
You're Capricorn.
what you say? Bro, I'll be on Twitter, right? I got a ghost account. A ghost account on Twitter. And the funniest thing about this whole Drake Kendrick shit is the fans. These people are fucking lunatics. And they're women. That's how you know women were meant to be cheerleaders of men. One bitch said Drake could never be a pedo because his astrology, I checked his astrology. I said,
Really? He bitch is nuts.
bug the fuck out.
She bugged that recording.
Oh shit.
Bug the fuck out, man.
She recording with that car across the street and shit.
These women are completely going, man. Completely going.
Yeah.
That's why when we deal with them, we don't look, man. We know what we look at. We don't let them. We'll hear them, but we're not taking anything they say seriously. And if they do put something serious on the table, we're gonna seek counsel for brothers, or we're gonna seek counsel through the scriptures, and we're gonna use our spiritual wisdom we've been endowed with to make a decision on that matter. We're not gonna just take some shit no woman say on face value. But fuck about what you think.
I mean, majority of us dealt with women on certain levels, and you gotta realize, depending on their mood and how upset they are, is how they'll treat you. And it won't be just or righteous, you know what I mean? It's because of them moving off of emotion. So why won't we take a woman serious when at any given day, logic goes out the window? You know what I mean? That's what Leslie said. Men are logical. You ask them a question, they're gonna answer. Women, nah. You're gonna get 10 different answers. You know?
That's why Most said so just that he put in the law that a woman, your wife is supposed to have her own quarters. So all of us are supposed to have at least a little plot of land where we're able to have enough cattle in a place where we have our own dwelling and our wife has one. We have the main house. We always stay in the main house. But whenever she's on her period, or whenever we feel she's acting up, we kick her ass out the other quarters. I don't want to see you right now. Go to your quarters. That's a righteous way of living because you're not supposed to be up on the woman 24/7 any damn way because of the mood swings.
But what does this world preach? You and your woman are up in the bedroom having an argument. You know what? Go downstairs. Here's a pillow. Sleep on the couch. That's what the world teaches. The man needs to get up and leave. When a woman and a man are supposed to breaking up in this world, he still got to pay the mortgage, but he got to go and find him a hotel or a new spot to stay at. You know what I mean? Just like with the issues, they're so corrupt. They changing the first five. As you're an ish if your mom's an ish.
Right.
Hold on, but I thought the numbers. They said you are what your father is. You know what I mean? Everything on this world is upside down, man.
And the longer this shit continues, the more they gonna goddamn try to change shit. That's why we can't wait for your own shit to bring these niggas down, man. Because you keep them, the scripture say, put them down that they build cities no more. They'll never fucking stop. Yeah. They'll never fucking stop. The nigga, Prince. He said they'll never stop. Don't you see? Yeah. The bitch she went in the boat. They got fucking all type of artillery and shields.
Tank, no shit.
You know what I'm saying? Hell no. Hell fucking no. Because even though it's a lot of spirituals in this shit. So that's how Esau acts. Go ahead. You got a point. No, go ahead.
Nah, that movie showed you that too. That's all that he resides on. Lies and his weapon. Because before that woman in the movie found her weaponry, what all she had was a lie.
And they'll use Jake, like the scripture said, never trust thy enemy. They'll come with that soul word. As soon as you help them get to what they need, she didn't give a fuck that even though the money was her, she still shot one of his own men. Right. She don't give a fuck that was his character. Even he was like, yo, chill. Yeah. He was like, yo, chill. She didn't give a fuck because she was thinking about her people. Yeah. And that's what the world has got to understand. At the end of the day, everybody's going to resort back to their own. That's the spirit that the Lord put on us in Deuteronomy. He said he has separated the sons of Adam. It's a spirit on us that we naturally is going to resort to our own kind. When people are having anxiety or they anxious about something, they naturally want to gravitate to the people that look like to them. That's why you have a Chinatown. That's why you have the inner cities that's mainly predominantly brown-skinned people. Right? That's why you have the favelas, the trailer parks. When you go to Edomite neighborhoods, they're normally amongst themselves, the country places. Because it's in the nature to be amongst your own kind. It said the birds are no different. Muhammad Ali brought that out, man. This bird hang with them birds. Even you got so many different species of birds, but they all hang with their own kind. Because it's a natural thing to do. So you saying, oh, we should all join hands and sing lullabies and all hell breaks loose, everybody's going to resort back to their own kind. And even deeper, they're going to be killing some of their own kind, let alone trying to join with you. I seen a clip today. It was these high school dudes, and it shows you Esau will never change. You got people in the comments saying, man, these niggas, they will never change. The Edomite kids tell him to come outside. And then he comes outside, they start chasing him.
He running back to Africa.
And something happened to where he got so much out of breath and had a panic attack that he called his, you see him on the ring camera going back to his house. He trying to call his pops. Like, I was being chased by these dudes. His pops runs home, found his son laid out on the floor, died. Because he was being chased by his Edomite friends. This is 2024 high school students. Esau not gonna fucking change, man. Because they'll just why the fuck they screaming that shit?
He's running back to Africa.
It's in their nature to be like that, man.
Real quick, this is Habakkuk 2:12. It says, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity. And I thought of that because you were saying this guy won't change. He won't stop. He'll just keep on till this place is dissolved. You know what I mean? And it says, woe to them. So once again, that means destruction, death and destruction. And who established this place with blood and iniquity? So-called white men, the Edomites, man. You so-called white people. Esau, Edom. That's why you have no place of repentance. And that sounds so evil and wicked to y'all. Why? Because y'all done did so much evil and wickedness, y'all don't want everything to be peace now. Everything needs to be peace after you got your piece of the pie. You know, you got the whole pie. And you got the cake.
Which is hypocritical, brother, because like you said, they got it by blood, but how do they keep it by blood? Because they're going throughout the earth, blowing everybody the fuck up. Raiding people's lands as we speak. So he's a fucking hypocrite. How does he keep his kingdom? By killing people, man. Murdering people. So miss us with that shit. When the Lord give us the authority, we're going to show you what blood really looks like, man. Because the Lord going to put his spirit on us to do it perfectly. And it's going to be executed righteously, man. You people got a lot to fucking pay for. A lot to pay for. Go ahead, bro.
In Sirach chapter 12, in verse 16, it says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. You know, so ultimately, that's all he's about, man. He's all about blood. You know, he is a carnal man. You know, we know about the carnality, we know about the spirit. You cannot fulfill the flesh. You can't. It's unfulfilling. So him constantly being in the flesh, he's constantly going to kill. He's constantly going to destroy because that's what's up in him, man. Okay, he is made to be the wicked, man. So how can you trust the wicked if all he know how to do is kill and destroy, man?
I got a preset. Yeah, you look at the hunting magazines, go in any store. Just look at the hunting magazines, look at the gun magazines. Who's in there? You know, I'll be delivering those magazines. Just look who's all in there. You may not see one J out of 10 magazines, man. They post it next to the moose. Shit, they done hunted and smelled.
And there's plenty of Jake that's into that stuff.
There's plenty of Jake that's into
that. But they're not going to put that today. Number one, that goes against their promise. And number two, they don't want them. They don't want them us to represent us protecting and holding shit down as well. You know?
But that's their thing. They love the guns. I was watching a YouTube video. These dudes, big like jacked up, 3 of them. And he teach them speed accuracy. He tell him, just switching guns. I'm like, yo, these niggas is out of this world with that shit, bro. Some real John Wick shit. And these niggas jacked too. So they like fucking I said, Jake, no, Jake. Don't tell me these niggas called him. Let him have it. Let him have it. He pulled the big one from behind him. I'm like, tell him. It's stay obsessed with it. But that's the spirit the Lord put on them. It's a gift.
And they kids that shit.
Yeah.
Little Shay's a Connie Hunter.
Little Susie know that shit too.
Yeah, you seen it. You know, we pop, 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 reload, pop, pop, pop back.
You got to tell your daughter, don't you make Susie, man. It's business, guys. It's simple.
Baby Becky be going on. I got precept on the show. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 6. You work this out.
Because people, so whenever people think humility is a weakness, humility can be one of the strongest weapons in your toolbox. Just because you give somebody to let them have it, it's not wisdom. Sometimes humility can be your best weapon, but Jake don't realize that. You relying on the sword is not your best weapon. Many men have died by the sword, and many men are going to continue to die by the sword. But few have died by humility. And if they have died by humility, it was for a righteous cause. But like it goes to what we just brought out. Natural man understanding the spiritual.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 6.
Sorry, verse 1. You're 35, right? Yeah, you might as well get all that beat.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the Lord already picked his side. The Lord with Jacob, man. He was Yasser Allah, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Simeon Indians. The Lord is not with you. Simple as that, man. So he not with you devils, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 4. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate.
Yeah, desolate. So we watched the movie, right? Who was they? They couldn't even speak. They couldn't even utter, or whatever the case. They was at a fucking low estate, man.
And their cities were desolate.
Desolate, man. You know, and that's ultimately what's going to come to pass, man. Or you places going to be desolate, like it says in Malachi. It says they will turn to rebuild the desolate places. Look what they have built. Look at America. But what? The end of that scripture says what? But they shall build, but I will throw down. So it's all of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. He not with this wicked ass shit that you done built in Babylon the Great, man.
Yeah. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Yeah, you gonna know who did it. You gonna know who did it. It was me, nigga. Me. Man.
Hey, but that's what the Lord said. That's what he said. He lifted him up just like in Pharaoh.
Yeah.
So his name can be shown in them. You know, all this power that they've gotten, all these, like you were saying, these desolate places that they built, you know what I'm saying, they pride, you know what I'm saying, it's through the roof, you know, their sins have reached under heaven. And so Yahweh Hashem Yahushai can show, hey, he set your ass up just to throw you down.
Is this the man?
So you're in a trick bag, man. You know, and that's the mysteries that we understand. That's why we hate you with a perfect hatred. You know, because the Lord has a hatred against you. You know, even Jakes that want to get down with your ass, we hate you with a perfect hatred right now too.
Yeah, we ain't got that perfect hatred yet.
Nah, not quite yet.
David was able to throw their ass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got a clip. We get it there. Yeah. That perfect hatred when you really, you gonna put that head on spikes. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Yep. We get there though. Yep. We desire, man. But that's the spirit of the Lord.
We despise you right now because of the spirit of the Lord that's on us. Right. You know, and we realize the Lord, He gonna turn us from fishers and trying to reaching out to the elect to the point where He's gonna use us as His whipping sticks and weapons of war. Yeah. You know,
it's righteous why we feel that way.
Yep.
It's the living outside of God.
Yeah.
I mean, that's righteous. You know what I mean? The scriptures say. Had a brain for tribulation, to recompense tribulation. It's a righteous thing to recompense tribulation.
That's a trouble for point because it's not unjust hatred. Because even going back to when we was leaving Egypt and we just went to pass peace through their land to get to our destination. Not only did they not want to let us, they came out against us with the sword. They said, because if you try to fucking come through and we become warriors. So from that point, it was like, yo, fuck you.
That's right. That's right.
Because we sold them when King Saul was established. The Lord told them, they asked what they did to y'all when y'all came out of Egypt.
Right.
So since then, we've been battling with it's not unjust hatred like the first one. It's for what they did to us and continue to do to us. Right. Don't even get us started with what y'all did to us when y'all had us in captivity as the Greeks, the Romans, and now. Y'all done went over. The scriptures tell us y'all surpassed what the Lord wanted to do to us. That's right. And then the amount of women that dealt with a Edomite man, just know you're not Israelite. You got to born again in the kingdom. You are not an Israelite. You do not look at you as an Israelite. Nope. Traitor. You was an enemy. Yep. We ain't with that flower with the moon shit.
Nah, hell
no.
Hell no.
Laying down with the enemy. If it was up now that I got a perfect for that.
That movie pissed me off. It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
Yeah, that shit wicked,
pissed me off, man.
You laying down with the enemy. All of us keep dying.
He killing you.
Who's killing us? The nigga you sleeping with.
Verse 5. Because thou hast.
Yeah, that's his shit.
Big tires on the interstate.
Man,
they own the road.
Man, that's because they overcompensate. They lacking something else. You know what I mean? You know, they want to still full of energy when they done. So they want to rip the road up, get the tires all running. I put my work in over here then. You know what I mean?
Which ain't like pickup trucks, but the way they do it, they take it overboard. They don't do it.
I own this shit. My shit. You're like, damn.
Can't even steer that big shit.
Right.
Like, relax, nigga.
You got it, bro.
Don't even use a blinker. Goddamn on two wheels.
Damn sure no.
I say, ain't no way this big ass truck cutting through traffic like that.
Yeah, and they basically get out the way or get hit.
Yeah, exactly. And you see, and I've seen a lot of accidents recently with them niggas. And you know what caused it? Because y'all niggas got pride. They want to give the person away.
So now take 2 seconds.
I won't even let you over either.
Take 2 seconds.
Nah, I won't let you over.
Do not let you the fuck over. This got to be destroyed. We go that crazy ass interstate no damn way. Hell no. My friend I have in the world, man, he died. What's got hit? Died on impact. Crazy ass interstate roads, man.
You risking your life hopping on the interstate.
Every time.
Nah,
it don't even have nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
You got people that's drunk. You got people that's heavily medicated. You got people that ain't even looking at the road because they're on their phones. You got people doing all type of shit going 80 miles per hour.
Yep.
You don't know who behind that wheel.
You got a Judite woman arguing on the phone.
Texas.
You got Moab that got no business. No business driving down to 25. Let it know drive to 60 something miles down the street.
Man, this fucking nigga woman, I'm walking in the parking lot to go into the grocery store. This bitch going 45 in the goddamn parking lot.
Yeah.
Got 2 baby kids in the backseat. Then the bitch gonna look at me like I'm at fault. And then when I'm trying to cross to actually walk in, and she don't even got her blinker on, so she just turned her skirt almost hit. I'm like,
Who called me? I think it was number 1. He was going at eat. I got the right away. It's straight. She got a stop sign. He was going, and I stopped, and she looked at me like, yeah. I said, oh shit. They really in the fucking toilet again.
That's right, bro.
I simulation.
Real, bro.
I think I told you now last week. It's 2 lanes on each side.
Yeah.
I might have told you.
Yeah.
I'm in the left side, going straight. There's a car on the right, and it's like 1 car length ahead of me. She just makes a left in front of me.
Oh,
Right
cut
at
you
the
off.
end. I'm in the left lane though.
She cut left.
And turn left. I said, yo, what the fuck? I said, oh my God. But yeah, you know, especially people that make their money by driving. Oh, you gotta be on point. You gotta pray.
But that's how you
Pray
know,
for protection.
But that's how you know it's mercy from the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Because if we was in the world, that'd have been all right.
Yeah, you could have lost your life like that. You know what I mean? You know, I've seen people put the right blinker on and turn left. You know what I mean? Like, you like, what the fuck?
As long as I've been living in VA, I ain't never seen these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I heard that. Like,
Then they so damn nasty. You know, they built a new easy pass from the interstate.
Yeah, Hop right on that
And now
motherfucker.
it be packed during the morning. This bitch behind me, this Edomite bitch behind me, she don't realize, bitch, we all start. I'm looking at she throwing her.
What?
Bitch, we in dead traffic.
What you want me to do?
She,
Yeah.
I said, these people good.
What you want me to do?
Don't let
Go through the car.
don't let
Go.
man, don't let 2 seconds go by after a green light. Them motherfuckers.
Oh,
Motherfucking light just turned green.
no,
Yeah.
that shit yellow grease.
They start hitting the horn when they see the shit turn yellow.
Oh my god.
It's like, what?
That shit hilarious.
This
Man.
place has got
It's
a
the
gold
society,
in
man. It's madness because he sold the movie. That's right. Go ahead, bro.
Let's go. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
I even seen a video today. You got this Jake chick. She lives in China or Japan. And she was like,
Y'all don't understand. It's not normal to see druggies on the corner, homeless people everywhere. America is a third world country. I just don't realize it.
and that's really truthful. We see a lot of bugged out shit in America that you don't see in other countries. The homeless population is crazy. Drug addicts everywhere. I'm doing my road the other day. It's like you can see all the needle marks on him. He talking to himself. As soon as I get to him, I'm like, what's up, man? I'm telling you what's up. What's up? He's like, oh. I said,
God damn.
Right.
And you've seen more homeless people sleeping like in front of establishments. Like out of nowhere. Like at the mall. I've seen it at the mall.
Target, Kroger.
Yeah, regular stores. Like regular stores you would not expect to see somebody, bundled up, laid out.
You got these women. What's like going on?
Salakia, what other nation have you seen where there are homeless people? No, you don't see it in China, you don't see it in Japan, you don't see it in India, not even in fucking India. You don't see homeless people laying on the street.
And then look, on top of that, half of the people fought in y'all so-called military. Right? Yeah, how many? Every time you come off the exit, how many times what you see? A veteran with 1 foot, with that sign. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that shows you the man that runs this country does not give a damn about it.
And then the people that are living in you paying goddamn your whole paycheck to stay in this little small spot that you're in. That's not normal, man. You can take that paycheck you got and go to fucking places in Africa, places in South America, and rent me $400 a month.
I just talked to my sister 2 days ago. I did not know she lives in Florida. She has a regular 2-bedroom with 1 den. 25 for an apartment, man. And this ain't even one of them big upstairs, down. This is 1 level, 2 bedrooms, and like a half of, the den. 2,500? That's insane.
If I wasn't in the truth, I would have been out of this bitch. I would have been out of this bitch. Because it doesn't, it's not why.
He means,
Even Elder Yoshimomo said he would have been good. When you realize the way of living, even just being in America, when you land back in America, you can feel that the Lord has a dark spirit on this place. Because it's a spirit of depression. Like when you leave this place, you just feel like something been lifted on you. Like, what the fuck? Right. You ain't even land yet. You say, something feel like this left off me. This is facts, bro. I'm not even lying right now. Every brother that left will tell me this feel like something's left off of you. Then when you come back, it's like, damn, I automatically feel, I ain't even go to work yet. I just feel different. It's because it's a spirit that's on this bitch. It's a heavy, dark spirit on America, man. The land of darkness.
It says sit down in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Valley in the shadow of death.
Yeah. You will be no longer called tender and delicate. You know what I mean? It's geared up. That spirit is the spirit of destruction. That's what it is. That's why it's a heavy feeling.
You either dealing with anxiety here, depression, stress. That's why we get into these type of drinks that contain, melatonin help you sleep, or theanine that calms you down, keeps you in a calm state. Right. But really, in the kingdom, you're gonna be on that. It's gonna be like a spiritual high 24/7.
Yeah, right.
Like you just gonna feel just like a state of euphoria 24/7. Think of that best moment you had.
Dopamine.
Yeah, that high, that euphoric moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even sex is gonna be better than what it. Everything that you experience in the kingdom is gonna be just a state of just euphoric happiness. It's gonna be amplified on a whole complete level. That's why you will have a moment where you like certain sunsets will put you in a good moment, certain environments will put you just in. He's like, yeah, I feel that peace right now.
Water, vibrating.
Exactly. When I was driving to the brother, I'm the one who's driving ahead of me. You will have the moments and he's like, this is how the kingdom will be. You just always have complete serenity and peace and just feel good. But here in America, in the state that we're in right now in captivity, it's always an up and down. You always get the anxious stress and the depression. Up and down. Go ahead.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the sword.
That's right. So he just keeps on hating. And he doesn't have to tell you he hates you to hate you. Jake's so goddamn simple. You don't see it.
Tell me you hate me.
Yeah.
Tell me you hate me.
Yeah. I need to hear you say it.
No, I'm not going to say it. Blah.
Yeah. This nigga that poison your war. I still need to hear it. He's doing everything he can to show you he hates you. But you want him to actually come out and say it.
But I still need you to hear it. You killed my uncle, but I need you to hear it.
You know what I'm saying?
Jake, simple.
No, they didn't tell you they love you.
Yeah.
We love you.
Yeah.
Everybody
I
got
don't know you as a
cancer.
person, but I love you.
I don't know.
Give me a hug.
Yeah.
Anytime they got a whole knife in their hand ready to slit some shit.
Yep.
Yeah, they show you tonight.
Yep.
You went to the store with him when he bought it.
Yep.
I mean, Jake is just simple, emotional.
Yeah. Everybody suffering from some type of disease, ailment. I deliver so many pills and medicines, man, every fucking week. It's ridiculous, man. And then the society doesn't have the decency to tell you that those medicines that were created in laboratories by white men, Edomite men, were not, they don't give a damn about healing you. When they started that shit, it wasn't in their mind, oh, let's heal the people. It was just a okay, let's figure out a way to suppress their symptoms and kill them slowly.
And take their money.
And take their money. That was the main source, the main reason. The money. That's all they cared about. So they found a way to suppress it while you're dying slowly. But the Lord clearly told you he made medicines from the earth. So if there's a way to stop your ailment, and you have to find the herb that will help you, the food that will help you, the fruit that will help you. But even when you go to that has been defiled by the enemy.
But also, that should tell you who the devil is right then and there. Because this man shunned holistic, actual natural herbs and remedies, and made everybody at one point go and get this pharmaceutical, which is what? We went into the word is literally witchcraft, You know? So it's a triple whammy. You know, they're killing you financially, they're killing you physically, you know what I mean? And spirit to gain you from your power. Your head all, you're not making rash and clear decisions because your head's cloudy because you got high blood pressure. Right. You know what I mean? You're taking this pill and it's not even lowering your blood pressure. It's tricking your brain to think that your pressure is lower.
Right.
So now your head all cloggy. You know what I mean? You know, it's just you know, some of us got to take it, though. Some of us got to. But, hey, to the best of your abilities, get to that holistic, get to the natural.
Yeah, like this book here, which I'm going to order it when I get like this. But it's called the Lord's Book of Herbal Remedies, right? Man, this shit got hundreds of herbal remedies in it. Hundreds.
Yeah.
The Lord's Book of Herbal Remedies. I mean, it's just filled with just, and it tells you exactly what each plant, each herb heals and tackles, man.
Just like where I get my herbs from out here. We got something. My owner got something like that. You go there and tell him you got an ailment, you go right to the book. And he got nothing but tea. I showed you where it's at. Nothing but teas for everything. Like real, and he'll scoop something up. You need to take this 3 times a day, this and that, man. You know what I mean?
It's real medicine.
Yeah. Tea's a big thing. Matter of fact, I had some real good tea today. Tea is really good. I love
I drink tea.
See, the thing is, though, I will say this. Be careful with all that caffeine tea.
Yeah.
Try to get teas that don't have that much caffeine, because that caffeine is no good for us. You know what I mean? You gotta, we gotta do our research.
And you gotta make sure you eat the proper foods that got iron in it. Because the more tea that you drink, it reduces your iron level. I had to learn that the hard way, man. And I would always be cold and be like, damn, are you anemic or whatever the case may be? No, it was just because I was constantly drinking teas and I wasn't putting the iron proper in my body.
Here, real quick, this Ecclesiasticus 38:1, which the Bang Brothers know. It says, honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the use which you may have of him. That's what if you do that on this side, man, they're gonna blacklist you. You know, or they're gonna find a way to put you out or make you out to be a liar. You know, even when we go into our holistic, you know what I'm saying, things that we do our little remedy, you know, they what they call it, medical misinformation. You know, hey, it's from the earth. How is this medical misinformation? And if you go on Google, it'll tell you it heals some of the same things that you're trying to get it to heal. So hey, man, but hey, that just shows you this is the enemy of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. He's an enemy to the creation of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know, it says, for the Lord have created him, talking about the physician. You know, it says, for the Most High for of the Most High come of healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head. In the sight of the great men, he shall be in admiration. He said, the Lord has created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. So that's what brother's saying. Hey, if you seek to do better for your body, you know, you got to reach out to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to lead you to the right herbs to kill your ailments. You know, because that's how it starts. You know, you gotta pray until Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for whatever ailment, and then you follow up. You know, with doing the right things, just like us. You know,
that's true.
Yep, man.
That's true. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua will direct you down the right path. You know what I'm saying? To get the information that you prayed for.
Yep. That's what I was gonna say. Even with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, hey, we prayed. We was like, man, Lord, we lost, man. Direct us to what's pleasing unto your sight. You know, and the Lord led us, you know, right here to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So, hey, man, when you pray, hey, you gotta pray with confidence, man. Especially if you're praying in sincerity. You know, you want to say something?
Because he the true physician.
Yep.
You know, so without prayer and without faith in Yahweh, you're not going to be healed. It doesn't matter what type of herbs or whatever thing you may take, man.
The Lord might flip that thing on you.
That's the level one ingredient.
Yeah, how about you?
Yeah, but put the spirit on you to take
Too much,
so
yeah.
So pick it up. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see.
You got niggas in the world, they don't went too far in the herbal shit.
Yeah, come.
You ain't supposed to drink water.
No meat.
Yeah, that dumbass nigga, yo. Oh, man.
Eat water.
I hate that guy.
Because he started as...
He
was good at first.
Yeah.
He was good at first.
He went through your fruit.
Yeah.
You don't drink water.
What Jay said, just because you don't understand, it don't mean that he's nice. Because he talks with such conviction. Like he just, everything he says. So a lot of people,
Don't trust them niggas.
the niggas in the back smoking like, oh, that do make sense, yo. I ain't like water no way. It's watermelon. Yo, you'll be all right. Watermelon.
But look, not knowing every drink you consume has a certain percentage of water in it. So nigga, you still drinking water, you dumbass.
What does that dude identify as now?
He's like,
I think he's timid, yeah.
But at first,
He was an Israelite.
Oh, shit, I know that.
his name is like something.
Yaki or something.
Yeah, something.
timid shit.
Yeah.
But see, like we're going into it, you don't have the Lord, it's that herbal shit. Well,
Yeah, bro.
All that one day.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, go ahead and stop drinking water. Your body's what, 85% water?
Yeah,
Meat is the
yeah.
devil.
Yeah.
Fall out one day.
Right.
Cows came from the devil.
You know?
like, no, nigga, it's just you gotta have a balanced diet. I guess we have to be defined, but you can't just say meat is wicked.
And then
That's how you know you watch us, man, because he be talking about the unclean
The
foods.
Yeah.
He said, no, that's a sea roach.
Yeah.
Would you eat a regular roach?
Right.
You making the same what we make. Come on now,
He was an Israelite though. Because I remember him when I first came in. The truth. I remember his group. You know, but
yeah, he's on that. He's the one on one of those saying where herbivores, natural herbivores. You know, a lot of people say because our teeth. But hey, yes, the Lord did give us teeth to chew greens and all that, but He also gave us what? Canine.
Yeah.
Why did He give us that now?
Get the meat.
You know what I mean? Now, yes, there's a lot of nowadays. You need to be smart and slow down on eating meat. Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with having lawful meats. There's nothing wrong in not every day back to back, but in moderation, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody wants to be a damn genius on now that YouTube popping, yo.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, man.
so that's another thing with Jake. Jake don't have to deal with moderation.
Yeah.
You know? Because if Jake dealt with moderation, he wouldn't be in the situation that he's in, health-wise, as bad as he's in. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of this shit is bullshit. But if you gave moderation, you would probably feel a lot less sick than what you do now.
Yeah, you constantly putting meat in your body, all different type of meats that you didn't even cook. It's been GMO'd out. Eating too much meat will what? Build up mucus in your gut, man. So you gotta all through. And sickness starts in your stomach, man. All that mucus and all that. So what? You need a balance. What? Make sure you eat some greens, some fruits, some stuff that's going to give your stomach a balance. Like the brother said, the drinks. Like me and him, we like the mushroom food. That stuff is beneficial for your gut, man.
Yo, I try to go.
They don't get it,
Every time we get hit with some shit.
Oh,
nah, they on there. Jake go in the stores that 5 years ago, Jake won't go in the stores.
Yeah.
So now you see all these niggas coming in here getting our help and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This shit fucked up my morning too, because it's a Walmart right by my door. So I go there and I go, get a one. I'm in there like, buddy,
Right.
So now I'm starting my damn like, I just knew I was about to be on a piece of shit.
On Amazon, 2 bottles cost $40.
How much?
They boosted it up.
Yo, I was gonna order, so I said, I was looking because I looked at Target, looked at all the shit was way in Virginia Beach or Williamsburg. I said, God damn. Yes. I was like, two bottles for $50. I said, oh hell no.
That's what he said do, man. Everything that's beneficial to you, he jacks up the price so he hides it the best way he can.
And even spirit flowing, but even with education.
Yeah,
the books we
were
going
too, yeah.
Hey, the Esau Edom, remember back in the day, that book was up there. Now it's low. Now it's low. That book you guys still up there, man. Anything with that they're trying to hide everything from us, man.
Anything that exposes them,
right?
You gotta pay a premium until they get rid of them all.
And it's just so called that they took out books that means what? Hidden. The apocrypha, right? That literally means hidden. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we had to buy this apocrypha for simple. Yeah, if you want the apocrypha with the Bible, it's way more expensive.
Right.
Because I got Bibles with the apocrypha, I got Bibles without the apocrypha, then I got the apocrypha.
Yeah.
But that's the word. It's a Christian nation. The Bible should be free.
No, should be. Hey, you should hand them out.
What was it? I forget the year, but they said that this land, all the laws was built off the laws of Bible.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan said that.
Alex Jones broke that down too.
Ronald Reagan said that America, the Bible is the law of the land, something like that.
Yeah.
If a church is Texas, a church should be able to give out free Bibles. Real Bibles, not the little fucking little orange shit. Your grandma used to have on the dresser. Yeah, with the lamp on. You a little ass kid. You remember those shit? You don't know what the fuck in that thing.
Look like a little necklace piece.
Look out of here. Oh, they should be handing out these Bibles free in every church. So
Then you gotta think about the average person don't know nothing about the apocrypha.
damn thing. They don't know a damn thing about the Old Testament. No, they go straight to the message.
That's what I'm gonna say. Yep. They should be handing out the proper understanding along with the scriptures.
No. See, look, it says right here, St. John 3:16.
Right.
God so loved the world.
Right.
And that's why they had the little ones.
Yeah.
That was just the New Testament.
Testament.
They really said New
Yep.
Testament only.
Yeah.
Yep.
They were not
That's
so
what it
Bibles
was.
like that.
The orange ones. They really said the New Testament Bible was just small ass letters. You can't even read it, so you gotta listen to what pastor said. Them to a million.
Small ass font sizes and shit.
Oh, that's funny.
That was a point on that. But let me get this. You had something? Go ahead, you get that. You can finish that out now. You was more on that.
Yeah, I got a little bit more on this.
I think it's at 5.
Yeah, Ezekiel 35 and 5. I said the top of 5 again. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end, which means that he's about to do it again. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, I will prepare unto thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
That's what we're doing in this nigga right now. Hey, how about y'all got a controversy with the things that you have done to the world? How you flipped the whole thing? Have you flipped the whole world upside down? You know how you've taken the heritage away from the children of Israel. You know by blood, as I keep saying. You know all these things you have done by blood. You know, hey, so your blood has to be shed to justify all the things that's been done. You know, that's the warning that we're given. You know, what's the scripture say? Who's this with dyed garments from Basra? You know, that's the cleansing of everything you have done in the world. You know, putting your ass on trial and the Lord executing the judgment. That's the times that we're walking into. That's why we're out here. We're ambassadors of Yahweh Shah, showing forth all the prophecies, you know, and breaking down the scriptures, so you people can understand it. When these things come about, you know, you can't say, "Oh, I didn't know," you know, or you can't, you won't have no cloak, you know, for your sins. We out here for your benefit, you know, and if you take heed to it, there's a potential salvation for you. But hey, man, you don't take heed. You better continue on in this society, continue on with Esau, you know, and you gonna catch the judgment with him. You got it, bro.
That's right. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Yep. Yeah, you are the bloody man. You know, your blessing is the sword. So we don't look for anything other than what you're doing right now, and that's spilling blood. We expect you to spill more blood, and we expect you to spill blood of the 2/3, you know, and of your people as well. You got it, bro.
No, I'm just laying back. It's so fitting that he came out all red, red all over.
Yeah,
it's all synonymous. Edom, Adama is red.
Yep.
Ishashua, wasting away.
Yep.
So, and then your promise is the sword,
yep,
and the fatness of the earth on this end.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, blood, man. You know what I mean? It just makes sense, you know? It makes sense. Why you gotta eat your shit raw?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bloods, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Red pottage, you know what I mean? It all links up. It links up.
And he makes the most weird movies about this.
Horror.
You know, all it takes to write a script.
Yeah.
He sits there and thinks of that.
American Psycho.
Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, Dexter, like this last week, a whole series on a serial killer.
Yeah.
You gotta sit there and write a whole series, season after season of a serial killer.
That's probably his diary.
You know what I'm saying? Women made it.
It was probably his diary.
He's loving right there.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
And they had to get Edomite to play that role. Because only Edomite could play it to perfection. Jacob get tired of it.
Yeah, he's like, I can't do this shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode, Jake. Like,
Yeah, right.
This is weird.
Yeah. Jacob feel away about that many deaths.
See,
Right
Jake,
now.
to show you, Jake has a sense of morality. The guy that played Ghost in Power, he said he didn't like how the story took a turn to where Ghost started being portrayed as a man that didn't care about his family. Because he said it started off as him doing everything for his family.
That's right.
He said, I didn't like how they started painting him to be just a raging killer, and then he gets killed by his own son. He left. Then he said, I didn't like that narrative being painted. that shows you even with certain Jakes in Hollywood, they have that moral morality. Like, man, this ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I don't like this script. So, but a lot of them do it for the money. But a lot of them don't be liking the scripts. Showing Jake in these bad lights. Those be the only roles they can get. But that's why we say y'all sacrifice y'all roles. It don't always gotta be you on a casting couch or you doing something homosexual. It can be just forsaking your morals for a role. You portraying a role that you know is gonna harm the young minds of the people. If you know it's portraying a negative image, you should say, you know what, I'm not gonna play this role because it's gonna affect the minds of the kids wrong. But then Jake would look at it as, well, if I don't do it, somebody else gonna play this. Let me just get the bag. And that shows you the state we're in as a nation. We don't need to see no drug dealer roles. No, clean it up. It's the same shit. It's the same react. Just in different ways. It's the same shit.
Yeah, they put on all these series and movies of shit that we see in real life every damn day.
Put us on a throne. Let me see some kingdom movies, man.
Yeah, right.
That's why Jake was so hyped off of Wakanda, because it was something they never seen before.
It's like, damn, this should be shit. We got our own tribal warrior shit.
Yeah. And it took the world by storm because it was some new shit. Show us movies.
Jake ain't know how to act.
They ain't know how to.
Shit look like Halloween in the motherfucker. Halloween in the movie. Motherfucker came in with King Jockey Joe. Had the whole line. No, seriously, he had the whole fake line on his shit. Walking around like James Earl Jones and shit. Yeah.
Every weekend to see it too.
Yeah.
You see, but that's how you know Japanese whole.
It's coming up.
Is this okay?
I am not dead. I am not dead.
Jake was loving that.
But what did that push? But what did that push? It was a good movie, but that shit pushed what? That we're what? We're Africans. We're Hamites.
See, but that's how you know that Jake needs a sense of awareness in his life.
Yeah.
Jake is just lost. You know, he's been looking for that. Who am I? Where do I come from? Thing. You know, but we're telling you where you come from. Week in, week out, we're telling you. You know, it's on YouTube or wherever it is. You know, the word has gone out through all the world about who we are, who your enemy is, what's about to happen, and about the kingdom of heaven. So repent. You know.
And even with that movie, we didn't fuck with it all the way as great as it was, because they had E helping them.
Right.
So they never give us a movie where E is not helping us. Even in Django, E had to help Django get his woman back. Like, he's never gonna show a real movie where the only movie I recall it was Nat Turner, and even that it wasn't promoted how it should have been.
Because why? They had Medea come out the
same week, and it was only hitting select theaters. And it's crazy.
Birth of the Nation.
Yeah, Birth of the Nation. Me and the Rose, that he was hella innocent. Yeah. But it's crazy because that movie was deep. They had a passage in the movie where he opened up the Bible and he stopped on
Right. And he also read out a song.
Yeah, Psalm 59. To bind your kings and the nobles of Israel.
I ain't gonna lie, I shed a tear when
He read the whole jump.
I shed a tear like, yo. Yeah.
He read from verse 5 all the way down. He was on point.
Yeah.
I said, oh yeah, kill these niggas. I was hyped, man. I said, oh my goodness, he read it.
That's why a lot of people like watch that shit, because they know judgment's coming for them. Oh yeah.
You remember
They know.
You remember the one scene where he was little and they opened the door and he saw all them books, but they was like, nah, come over here. You know what I mean? Because he could read. You know what I mean? When he seen all them books and shit lit up like a light, but they we don't. What they always say, you want to hide something from a nigga? Put it in a book, you know, because they don't want Jake to read no books, you know.
Little do they know.
And they tell you a lot of the slave rebellions were because they found out who they were in the Bible. Like Nat Turner, Gabriel Paulson. From Virginia, Gabriel Paulson. Yeah, he started a major slave revolt here. Yeah, it was a couple slave revolts. Gabriel Paulson too. They found out that damn, we Israelites. And they started little small rebellions.
Yeah, it just so happened with Nat Turner, he stayed out there in Southampton. And there's actually a Jerusalem out there. Remember in the movie, he was like, we're going to Jerusalem. Because there's actually a place called Jerusalem out there in that part of Virginia. You know
Yeah.
So that's like, you know, the Lord, and then it wasn't our time. You know what I mean?
Because all the villains, the men that he was learning from, they retained what they had from the traditions of their forefathers from plantation slavery.
That's right.
The school that all the villains came from. So that showed you had a select group of men who knew they were Israelites, even in plantation slavery.
Even Harriet Tubman said that she knew she was still an Israelite. Supposedly, supposedly her bloodline, whatever, her bloodline, but they still confess that they're Yasha or Israelites would say that.
Yeah, Gabriel Paul said he died in Richmond County.
Wow, I gotta look that up, bro.
Yeah, you seen his son. He's got there's a lot of history. Look at Malone went to the sign for Gabriel Cross. That's when
that's when he came out.
That's when he came out here. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
That might be the one in Church Hill.
It's one.
Shaka Bottom.
There's one at Church Hill too. I think that's the one he
He's
went
got one called
to.
Julius Steele, something like that. He was trying to debunk. He said,
They say you got nothing to do.
nigga, stop telling us where our stuff is.
Yeah.
You don't know. It ain't for you. Don't tell us nothing, nigga.
The gig is up.
The gig is up.
The gig is up.
Where? Yeah.
No longer listening to you.
You have Marna.
Nah, that was it.
Tom, you have.
So, as a nation, we lost our identity, but we still always had a remnant that believed. That's why we were able to get all the business. We were able to get One West.
Yep.
And I forgot the name of the group that all the business came from. The Commandment Keepers. Yep. They stem from a branch from plantation slavery that they learned the truth that kept being passed down. The truth was always there. It wasn't even easy. You know? The truth was always there.
And the Spirit, and just to add on to what you were saying, the Spirit got on Elder Abba Bivens, you know, to go into the New Testament, you know, on our behalf, because we need Yahweh Shah in order to go back to the Father. So the Lord put the Spirit on him, which has it until we know that he's alive, you know, coming back in these times, you know, turning the children back to the Father. And who are the children? Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's why today you have the influx of Israelites that you have all over the world, whether they be false prophets or whether they be prophets of Yahweh Shah. Yep, you got it, bro.
This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 5. It says, "Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord."
That's Elder Alvin Biggers when the Lord put the Spirit on him to go into the New Testament, because when in that group of the commandment keepers, they only dealt with the Old Testament. So he branched off, you know, into the New Testament, and the Lord put the Spirit on him to show who we are, you know, to show the mysteries, you know, ultimately to bring Elijah, as the brother reading got it, bro.
Come, verse 6, it says, "He shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and to the heart of the children."
Because the reason I brought that up is because people try to act like it's some shit we just pulled out our ass, man. No, this has always been taught in America. It just was amplified, you know, with our elder apostles, right? When they got on YouTube.
That's right.
But this truth has always been preached that we are the people of the scriptures.
That's right.
It's that faith of the mustard seed. You know, it started off right here, and what it grew. Look at all the fruits that have came just from, you know, Elder Abba Bivens going into the New Testament.
Yeah, bro.
All his fruit.
Yeah, bro. And that's according to a prophecy. So what the brother's reading right there is so we can be out here right now. You know, the elect can be woken up. You know,
That's what we got to
keep going, bro.
This is the most
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Man. This is
It's the best thing going.
You can imagine if Nat Turner and Gabriel Prosser and the commandment keepers and men that was learning these things to deal with, they had a full understanding scene. Those future you have to remember some formal things. You can't serve things you ain't supposed to see. Because it'll bug them out. Even though if he was a season where, oh shit, I didn't know it was going to get to that.
And that's why the scriptures talk about many prophets, and I believe it says, "Mighty man has desired to see the things that you see." You know, and this is the spirit of Yahweh Shah, you know, and putting us in our remembrance to understand these things. That's why the brother said we got to keep going. We've entered into other men's labor to the point where, hey man, we it's like a relay race. We took the torch and we got to run with this thing, man.
Yeah, because One West started the year 2000 was in.
Yeah.
But imagine if they were able to have the foresight to see
what
What's
we see
happening
now.
today with the Israelite movement?
They would have stayed.
It's
You would think they would have stayed.
It's home to this crazy. I just want to continue to do it.
On top of the prophecy, you know, and and nobody can negate prophecy in these days and age, man.
Yeah.
You know, ain't no way in hell anybody can say anything.
Well, somebody they'll try.
They'll try, yeah.
Because that's like no class.
Yeah.
He's actually being paid to go against the truth. You know what I mean?
Yes,
But
what
the scripture say, you can't do nothing for the truth. Against the truth, but for the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that, you know what I mean? It's true. The prophecies. This is why we always call this the living book. Because you can't deny this stuff, man. You can't deny that men will wake up and will profess the truth. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's different doctrines, but hey, what you're saying right now is biblical prophecy. Man.
I'm gonna finish this out. It says Malachi 4 verse 6. It says, "And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to the fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse."
Yep. And what would that curse be? If it wasn't for the elect, say no flesh would be saved. That would be that ultimate curse. But hey, now we had Albert Bivens return our hearts back to the fathers, and now you got the elect number of Israel coming back to the Father.
Yeah, Elder Yaquab learned from Marvel.
Yep.
He came and they begat one West. You know, from one West became the men that the Lord is dealing with very, very closely before the return of Yahweh Shah, which is the elder apostle. Those are the men that the Creator Himself is dealing with on a very, very personal, intimate level.
Yep.
Very, very intimate level. That a lot of men don't even perceive and understand. In order for you to do something like this is the hardest thing that I've ever done in my life. And to be able to stay in this thing for 40 years, you have to have some type of higher power. Day in and day out, not missing any weeks, months, not taking no breaks. Even before YouTube, you have to have something higher than yourself that's pushing you. So the Lord, Father, but as soon as I start doing those men on a very intimate level, and those are our teachers, those are the men that we can commend very, very much. Don't give a damn about what they're doing in their personal life. That don't have nothing to do with us. We don't care about, what rubs you the wrong way. That has nothing to do with the ministry and what you're supposed to be focusing on. You can nitpick about any man or Lord in the scriptures. People try to nitpick against Moses, got judged. People try to nitpick against David, got judged. People try to nitpick against Solomon, got judged.
This guy committed adultery. He didn't get
The penalty of adultery. Where the Lord showed favoritism for him. Because it's right, bro. Do what the fuck you supposed to do, you know? Just like when John was chilling with Yahweh Shah. Peter said, my John, I was just sitting and chilling. Don't worry about what John said. Do what I told you to do.
Scripture saying, work out thy salvation with fear and trembling. Not the next man's salvation.
The Lord shows favoritism. You don't know what the hell, and I've said this before, you don't know how long of a leash you got.
That's what I was going to say.
You can't be looking at what another man doing and not doing, comparing your work. He do this, I got to do this. You don't know what the fuck you gave me to get away with. That's why you're supposed to just focus and go. What you think?
That's why the scripture says.
And you don't know that man's life.
You don't know that man's life.
Yeah.
You don't even know what the Lord going to keep him to the end. You don't know.
You know?
So but we know the Lord does show favoritism. You don't know who he's showing favoritism towards, and you know who he's not showing favoritism towards. That's why you got to be so focused on what you're doing.
Because the two men that were up on the tree with Yahweh Shah, one of them repented right then and there. You know what I mean? Right at the last second, his last second. You know what I mean? So you never know a man's journey, man. So, man's goings are of the Lord. You know what I mean? We got to remember that, man. So work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Don't make your cross heavier than it has to be by worrying about what the next person is doing, man. You make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean?
You get emotions out of it.
Yeah. That's beautiful because that's what we started on. Emotion, logic, emotion.
I can't leave my mama.
I
can't leave my wife and kids.
Stay with them.
Yeah, right.
You get the months.
They're going to face judgment regardless. You know? Everybody that ain't a part of the election is going to take that.
Yeah, bro.
So, you know what I'm saying? And even if they don't take that, they still going to take some type of judgment. Let's say your mama had the slightest chance of this, the slightest chance. She's still going to go through judgment because she got to go through judgment first. So you care about the emotions. still gonna go through pain and anguish regardless.
Yeah, it's inevitable. It's
That's
going
what
to happen.
happened in life.
Yeah, what you gonna protect them from catching the fire?
You couldn't even protect them from shooting that damn poison in their veins.
And I'm gonna say this, speaking humbly as a man, that made a lot of my people check out a little earlier. You know what I mean? I can't even say that because it's of the Lord, but like I'm not speaking of mine. The elderly people in my family were so quick to run and now they not here. They went quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's good to say that. Woe to them that trust of the man and flesh and bone. I want them that go down to Egypt for help.
Right.
And what more now during the time of Jacob's trouble when they shut this shit down?
So my grandfather passed, and then my grandmother passed right after. And I was like, hey, but in a way, because that's my father's son. In a way, I'm thankful because I'm like, yes, they don't have to go through this shit.
Yep. That's the only way.
They didn't have a harsh death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, the Lord showed my father's lineage. That's my lineage. Somewhere up that line, I'm up there. So you gotta take yourself out of it and look at it from a spiritual eye point. Like, wow, the Lord actually showed mercy. Because they was gonna go through judgment regardless. I'd rather put on earth for now, you know what I'm saying? In an elderly state like that. You know? You don't see them again, they may come back as your children in the kingdom.
And that's so much for a lot of people.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. This is about the beauty of this wisdom is going to get us through the troubling times to come. You know, because with the wisdom that the brother just was bringing out, you know, to a corner person in the world, they flip their way. You know, based on different situations in a time of trouble. We know it's all just judgment. It's all Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. He's doing his due diligence in the balance that he has. You know.
See, they put the Lord in the box.
Yeah.
You know, they got the Lord in the box that, you know, he can't feed you when there's no food around. You know, he can't bring you out of the grave or heal you of your ailments. So they be counting on this man's science and this man's so-called wisdom and genealogy.
That's another thing. You know, the great people actually, what you return of the dead. So, man, look, man, you gotta serve the Lord, man. You can't be sidetracked. Because the devil plays in that realm of distractions and sidetracks, you know? Even when going back to that rap beat, the so-called rap beat, look, it's a major distraction, right? But us in the truth, we can look at something like that and not get veered off. We understand what it is. You got these niggas in the world ready to kill each other over this bullshit, man.
Made up shit.
And they both in on the shit, man.
Especially, you gotta realize.
Even the shooting of that nigga house, I feel like he set that up.
But you gotta
how they both got tracks that's emulating what the other one said. This one, I leaked the info on this. That shit was a coordinated thing,
But
man.
you gotta understand, even J. Cole, all of them are under some form under Universal.
Yeah, bro.
Y'all gotta remember, Drake is an ish.
Yeah.
He's an ish. But by their eyes, he's an ish. His mom's an ish. He is the #1 plant. They set him up. You look at him before rap, he was black faced out. I'll send it in the chat a little bit. I was looking for years. Finally found it. You grabbing on his cheeks. Yeah, I was looking for that for years. I didn't want to say it because I couldn't find it. Pictures of him all effeminate, but now he's the #1 rapper. He's the nicest rapper. People forget that he had ghostwriters. That's what Styles said. Styles said, yo, how can y'all put him up there as just the battle? He had ghostwriters. Because he's been put in that position.
Kendrick too. Yeah. You look at all those discs Kendrick put on the span of a week, they all went top of Billboard.
Yeah.
You don't get there. You don't get there without selling out. And that performance Kendrick did when he had that crown on, he was showing that other bullshit. He was throwing a ball for minute. That whole performance. J. Cole too. They were throwing a
Now check this out. Now Drake's from Toronto, right? That week when Kendrick dropped, 3 of them songs was #1 trending in Toronto. Where Drake's from. And it's a Kendrick, this is him. So what is that? Like you said, it's all hand in hand, man.
That's all Brandon said.
And another thing that I seen was they both recently got their masters.
Yeah, I seen that shit too.
Both of them.
Yeah.
All the tracks that they were putting out, they were putting. That's why they were able to put the tracks out so fast. They were literally putting it out from themselves.
You know, because when they get.
So how were they able to get their masters? That was part of the plan. Hey, y'all want y'all masters? Do this for me.
Embarrass each other.
Embarrass each other and do this for me. If you want your masters, come together and do this thing and y'all both get your masters.
That's why Michael Jackson, everybody.
Yeah.
They had to get rid of him.
Because if you look at the songs that they released, it says straight from Kendrick Lamar, straight from Drake. But it's still under Universal Music, but it's just from them because they own their master.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yep. When I seen
I
that, I was
wonder
like,
if
yeah,
J.
it's
Cole
cool.
Wayne got his, because even though J. Cole's not directly under Universal, he's under that like that
He's
umbrella.
still under that umbrella.
Yeah.
And even the way it all played out, just randomly, they put out a song together, and then Kendrick comes out of nowhere, fuck the Big Three, and then it spans this whole. It's like, what the fuck? This shit was random as hell.
And I don't know, I know y'all know, but just for edification, the head of Universal is Jimmy Iovine, which is one of them.
Yeah.
The issues. And he runs, I want to say at least 1/3 of the music business. You know what I mean?
No, he's the head of Interscope.
Yeah, Interscope. I'm sorry.
Lucy.
Lucy, I'm Salaki, you are 100% right. Salaki. Lucia runs all that. But then the other one is Jimmy. I mean, he owns Interscope. But they're all.
But it's all the same.
Salaki, you're right.
And they both emulate.
That's my point. That's my point. They're issues.
Yeah, Jake is wild and spoiled.
That's it, bro. That's it, bro.
Yeah, you're right there.
Yeah, so fuck all this shit, man. You can't trust none of this shit. None of it. And that's another thing, your emotional. That's my favorite right now. Fuck this shit, man. It's just fucking music at the end of the day. The best music gonna be in the kingdom any fucking
That's right. They say this is the best rap battle of all time. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, that's how you know everything's watered down, man.
Yeah, the mother was talking about before the cameras came on how they want to bring back a lot of those older movies just to bring back that nostalgia.
They releasing old ass fucking.
Oh shit!
It just. I wonder if he got his charge on.
I hope
he got like 10% on it. But hour 45. But I lost my train of thought. But anyway,
the old movies. They're not getting their heyday back.
That's it.
They releasing Never Ending Story.
Are they?
Yeah, Never Ending Story, Labyrinth, Fifth Element. In theaters, this shit gonna be.
They gonna have my man, the flying dog, in the joint. That was my shit, yo. That was my shit. Woo, woo. Yeah, that was my shit.
Never Ending Story. So,
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz. But this shit gonna be in theaters.
Yeah, that's why.
Like, come on, man.
That's why.
That's how you know this place is over.
This place is over with. No new ideas.
Nope. He was about to flip all these things, you know. That's why. This work that we doing, man, is the most important work. You know, so anybody that's coming up against it, it's cool, man. And the Lord has given us a mouth that nobody can gainsay or resist. But we're gonna catch tribulation on this side, you know. But the scriptures talk about, man, it'd be better that a millstone will hang about your neck and you just toss it to the sea, other than going against the prophets of the Lord. You know, so all judgment is gonna play out. You know, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Hey, and y'all gonna do what y'all do. Everybody's just in their lot. You know, we just playing out the script of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but I got a quick one, bros. Ain't had nothing. It's Acts 5 and where was I? I'm gonna get straight to the point, 38, and it says, "And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone." And who is this talking about, man? The men that are worshiping and serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua in truth and sincerity. Because there's a lot of groups out there now. You can see how unsincere they are just in their actions. You know how they fulfilling the lust of their belly. You know they coming out being men pleasers. Their doctrines change nonstop. You know, the Lord's making it easy for you to pick based on the distinctions that men are doing. You know, and there's only one group and their affiliates that are making that are the true worshipers of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, it says, for if this counsel or this work of men, it will come to naught. You know, so, and this work, even if we get thrown out of this thing, this work still will go on. For prophecy's sake, you know. Yep.
If I may, to land back on what you said, you know, the proof is you know, who's doing the real work. A lot of these jakes are getting caught up on the glitz and glamour of these other camps, you know, like what they're wearing, how they act, you know, this, that, or the other. But we don't come here with that, you know. We are what we are, you know. This is what you see, this is what you get, but you get the truth. And prophecies behind it.
Yep.
You know? Those other cats ain't talking about prophecies the way we are. You know?
Yep. Yeah, their whole objective is to bring all of Israel together right here
Yeah.
and live it up on this side.
Yeah, 12 tribes worldwide.
It's not talking about salvation. 12 tribes worldwide.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, there's one that does care. Yeah.
I'm just saying, that's
all
a
right.
Yeah. But
12
you
TW.
seeing a lot of influx of Israelites popping out of the woodwork, you know, with all kind of doctrines, man. But it's ultimately because the deceived and the deceiver belongs to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Hey, everybody's falling into the lot, and Yahweh Shai is a stumbling block into a lot of people, and that's what you're witnessing right now. That's why we set up for a defense of the gospel. We don't mind defending it because we know all these things Yahweh Shem Yahushua said would come about in these latter days. You know, it was at 2 Timothy 4 or 1 Timothy 4, where it talks about in the latter days, you're going to see all these false prophets going on to fulfill their lust instead of fulfilling the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, so hey, we take pleasure in all that. And this is the best beef going on right now. Fucking Kendrick beef, fucking comedy beef. You know, this is the crazy beef. Yeah, Jacob
All
versus
this shit.
It's long too. You going back to back for real.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
This shit been going on forever.
Yeah, bro. But hey, we at the end of it. You know, hey, Esau's the end of the world. Yeah. And we seeing the end of it taking place. You know. Hey, so hey, what else is there to do? We can continue on then. You know. Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua has given us the tools to fight the good fight of faith. You know, he's left no stone unturned when it comes to fulfilling His will. You know, and how to fight properly. You know, how to spiritually fight properly. You know, because when it comes to doctrine, man, everything else is being drowned out. You know, and we the only ones that see it. You know, we realize even if we were on the outside looking, well, I can't say that, but even on the outside looking in, you know, I'll put it like this: remember when we was in Charlotte and the Christians came up and they was going out there rah rah blah blah blowing on their bullhorns and whatnot, and all the spectators that was looking in was like, man, these motherfuckers some fools. Why they running up against these guys? And they holding their integrity, their patience, so on and so forth. They just trying to preach the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But meanwhile, you got Christians that, hey man,
They supposed to be the peacekeepers.
They supposed to be. That's it, bro.
They can stir the fucking people.
That's it, bro.
They the groups.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
Yeah, that cat was deep. That cat was deep, you know what I'm saying? Because you had heathens as well as Jake saying, why you bothering him?
Leave him alone.
Leave him alone. And they left us alone. So I said, that motherfucker.
You brought it right back. Hey, but hey, that's the fight that we're in. You know, and we don't mind fighting that fight. We're fighting on the behalf of the Creator of all things, man. You know, and we're doing it through spiritual means. You know, we ain't even got to get bumped up and bruised up. Of course, we go through the things we go through. You know, and we gotta deal with this daily things that are to try us. You know, that sometimes it's a headache, sometimes it's tribulation. Hey, but at the end of the day, man, this ain't gonna be your favorite scripture. It ain't gonna be compared to what we're gonna get in the kingdom. You know, Romans 8 and 8, and I'll get that real quick.
8 and 18.
8 and 18, come.
And I'll close out.
Come. You want me to get that? You close
Yeah,
that?
go ahead.
Come.
We don't want it to die.
Come. This Romans 8 and 18, I'll get straight to the point. And it says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which we shall receive, which shall be revealed in us. And that glory is going to be revealed through the nation of Israel, primarily the elect, through Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, that's what we're looking forward to. You know.
All right, we're gonna close out on Ezra because he brought up how we need to stand stiffly.
I also got
You was at 10%, but I think you're good.
Yeah, I was holding it for a little minute because y'all bros touched on the same point. Here it goes. In the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, and I'll start at verse 19. It says, having therefore, brethren, boldness to enter into the holiest by the blood of Yahweh Shai, by a new and living way, which he hath consecrated for us through the veil, that is to say, his flesh, and having an high priest over the house of Yahweh. It says, let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water.
I love the book of Hebrews, man. It
It says, verse 23 is the point. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith
without wavering, for he is faithful that promise. You know, so as we enter into the blood of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, we got to be persuaded in our own minds. We have to be sincere, genuine. You know, not in that complacent spirit thinking that the Lord won't kill us, man. You know, we have to take pride and attentive care to this truth. How the way we're teaching it, the things that we go over, studying. You know, how the way we deal with roles and things of that nature that's concerning to this ministry. You know, we have to be cognizant of these things. And most importantly, we're supposed to hold on to it, man. You know, like the brother Body always like to bring out, don't let yourself take your own crown away from you, man. You know?
Right. This is second Ezra 2, and I'll start at 42. Reads, I Ezra saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. Yeah. And in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest.
If I may add, it said a great number that no one could number. That backs up Revelation 7 that these Christians love to pull out. Oh, it's a numeral number that no one can number. Yeah. No, that talk about Israel.
Right.
It says
because they don't use out of all nations. It doesn't say those nations specifically are going to be delivered. It says out of those nations.
And why is that? Because Israel has been scattered. You know, that is the point. That is the point of them saying that. You know, because you're going to the influx. The influx of the elect being saved is going to be right here in Babylon the Great, but it's going to be throughout the whole corners of the world. You know, you got it, brother.
So you know,
the church of Corinth wasn't everybody in Corinth. It was the saints that believed in Corinth.
That's right, bro.
Not everybody in Corinth was a believer.
Right.
It says, a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and we were just talking about that, the physicality, the carnality of this world, right? And wanting to have heaven on this side, you know. It says, and put on the immortal, the spiritual, the things that's to come, keeping an eye down the straight gate, not going the broad way, right? Yes. And had confessed the name of Yahweh, now are they crowned and receive palms. And the palms represent what? Victory. That means that we endured to the end and we were saved, and now it's our turn. Our kingdom starts, you know? It says, then said I unto the angel, what young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? And that's the Lord Yahweh Shai. And that right there proves that, hey, when we leave up out of here, our bodies are going to be changed. We're renewed, refreshed. You know what I mean? It said this young man, you know? It says, Salakia. What then I said unto the angel,
old.
Right, that don't make sense. He said, I will not meet thee as a man. And he's leading the charge. So, you know what I mean? Like, come on now.
He might be in our terminology, 18 months.
Right. Right. Then I said unto the angel, what young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, it is the son of Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. Well, who was they? Us. Out of one Robert's side would be of the men. We are the men confessing the true names, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, right? Who have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Then the angel said unto me, go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord Yahweh thy power thou hast seen. So you trying to, hey, this is the future prophecy from Ezra, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, you can't tell me that this book isn't the most important book. It's the instructions. They even put an acronym on it, the basic instructions before we heard. You know what I mean? I mean, it's bugged out, but on the spiritual side, you know what I mean? This is the instructions how we supposed to maneuver as Yasha'Allah, you know what I mean?
Because Ezra did that in like 400, I want to say 400 BCE, you know? So it just shows that Yahushua has always been preached to be the redeemer of the nation of Israel, you know? That's why they wanted to take certain of these books out, because it brings out way too much information.
Yeah, everybody has a departure date when you got to leave Earth. So the Lord gave you instructions before you leave Earth. If you don't follow those instructions before you leave Earth, then you have to meet your Maker in a dreadful way. We choose to follow those instructions before our departure date. We don't know when that departure date is. It could be the date of the chariots come. It could be before the chariots come. But exactly. You know, you just want to prepare yourself for your departure date. And that's what we've been doing, storing up, serving. You know, we pray the Lord keep us in this, because the longer we're in this, the more we can glorify His name. You know, give Him the honor, give Him the glory. You see the fall of our enemies. Right?
All right, with that, man, we hope you were edified. Lord's will be out here next week to do exactly what we say. Confess the name of Yahushua, and wake the rest of the elect up so we can get up out of here. You know what I mean? And we go out of our riders how we endure until that time. You know? So with that, we're going to call Yahushua, which is facing east. We're going to give all honors, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles of great millstone who will teach well what we learn this knowledge, wisdom, and truth from. We'll say, Kwame Yasha'Allah.
Kwame Yasha'Allah.
Walk of the boy.
Walk of the boy.
Shalom. I was scared it was going to cut off on me.
Yeah, I think it's probably like 5.